Dzükou Valley is a breathtaking natural landscape located on the border of Nagaland and Manipur in northeast India, famous for its vibrant wildflowers, rolling hills, and trekking trails. With spectacular scenery of lush greenery, cascading streams, and a popular destination for nature lovers and trekkers. The terrain is a mix of bamboo thickets, crystal clear streams, and natural caves, offering a surreal contrast between rugged adventure and serene beauty. A major public disagreement has surfaced in Nagaland over the state government's proposal to develop Dzükou Valley into a global tourist destination through a Rs 250 crore ecotourism project. According to a poll conducted by the Morung Express, the plan has met with overwhelming opposition. An astonishing 92% of respondents rejected the idea outright, citing grave ecological and cultural concerns. In contrast, only 6% voiced support, largely on economic grounds, while 2% remained undecided, saying their stance would depend on how the project is executed. The dominant sentiment among the public reflects a strong instinct to safeguard Dzükou's pristine environment. Many described the valley as a God-given natural heritage, warning that the project threatens its fragile ecosystem. One respondent stated, "A fragile ecosystem like Dzükou needs to be preserved in its pristine beauty without human interference and greed for money. I strongly disagree with the government's proposal." Similar comments echoed across the survey with emphatic calls such as "Leave Dzükou alone" and "Let it be as God created." Several respondents cautioned that commercialization would permanently alter the valley's character. One wrote, "Dzükou Valley will not be the Dzükou Valley once the word development by government encroaches." Another added, "Once commercialized, Dzükou will be exploited beyond recognition and the loss will be irreversible." A notable share of criticism was directed at the state government itself, reflecting widespread distrust in its ability to execute large-scale projects transparently. Many pointed to long-pending infrastructure such as the Dimapur Stadium and the High Court building. One respondent remarked, "Rs 245 crore will be in their pocket. Please finish the High Court, Dimapur Stadium, etc." Another questioned, "Rs 250 crore sounds like a magic number. How much will actually be spent on the ground? How much will evaporate or end up in cronies' pockets?" Infrastructure concerns also featured prominently in the poll. Respondents argued that the state's poor roads and drainage systems should take precedence over luxury tourism projects. Comments such as "Good roads first, we want better roads in all districts," and "Use that money to build proper roads and drainage" appeared frequently. Some participants expressed a sense of cultural betrayal, recalling the valley's long-held protected status. One respondent reflected, "As a child, I heard how Nagas protected Dzükou for years and even refused film shootings to prevent exploitation by outsiders. But now, I don't understand what is wrong with our so-called leaders." There were also concerns that improved road access and luxury facilities could undermine local livelihoods tied to trek-based tourism. One respondent argued, "Building roads will take away jobs from local trekking guides, food stall owners, and lodge operators." A small minority, however, supported the project, saying it could boost the state's economy and tourism revenue. One even proposed developing Dzükou into the world's first natural valley resort. Yet, even among supporters, caveats remained. One comment read, "This proposal is good for state revenue, but after completion, the state government should have 100% control, not private individuals or organizations." In an editorial by a principal correspondent at the Morung Express, called the proposed project as just another form of greenwashing. Pointing to the state government's history of grabbing development dole-outs from Delhi, driven by money rather than consequences. This fund-centric approach to development, he argues, has already wreaked irreparable damage. The Dimapur to Kohima 4-lane highway, part of National Highway 29, is cited as a devastating example of such projects. With another big money Nakaki city project in the pipeline, many fear the state's ecology is bound for further irreversible harm. He argued that it should remain a destination for responsible visitors who trek and camp in the open without littering, not for tourists seeking the comfort of luxury hotels. A hotel in a wooded environment does not lend it to the eco-friendly tag. Sustainable tourism in Dzuckou's context lies in preserving its solitude, not in drawing societal investment from Delhi just for advancing a government's public image. A professor in his article wrote, the recent Rs 250 crore proposal to develop Dzükou Valley into a world-class ecotourism destination with an eco-friendly luxury hotel and tourist facilities would normally have been an exciting and welcome initiative, but in some other part of the world where corruption is non-existent or negligible and efficiency technological and administrative is high. The Dzükou Valley is an ecological sensitive zone. Bringing in a project of this magnitude is the sure destruction of an ecological hotspot. It is the death sentence of this pristine valley.